Have you? Oh yeah.
Yeah. In the words of Genghis Khan, we back, baby. I had a comment earlier on, Dan, that someone said, with all the content we're putting out, we may never say the words "we back, baby" because we're so consistent.
Because we've never got.
Yeah, but I don't care.
Can you say "we back, baby" after a day? I'm not sure.
I'm just gonna say it regardless.
Yeah, it's become your tagline now, and it's only right. They would miss it if it was to disappear. Welcome back to the Armchair Gaffer Show. You have myself, Walks, Mr. Wrong and Strong, and Sir Scorcher of Tottenham. We will be joined shortly by SP, who is currently awaking from a slumber after watching England beat Ukraine 2-0 at Wembley. Goals from Kane and Saka sealed the deal in what was probably a fairly nondescript, uneventful 2-0
What do we
routine win
expect?
against Ukraine. I think they took it easy on them, considering the wider political, geopolitical stance and everything that's going on in the world right now. What did we make of the 2-0 win? Highlights, if there were any, because I know a lot of us aren't massive fans of the international break and the Nations League.
I'm going to say that I feel like, even though Harry Kane scored, I feel like with Harry Maguire and Harry Kane, England, and Jordan Henderson, England are not playing at their full potential. There's more.
Who would you replace these three players with?
I feel, even though we didn't really see much of him, I feel like Ivan Toney suits what England are trying to do.
Okay. What do you think he brings? That, I guess, what it would be Kane?
A target. Like, Kane's a good target man, but it's the mobility for me. You understand? I feel like we need to move on from Harry Kane as a nation, as a people, as a diaspora. We need to move on.
English diaspora.
English diaspora. We need to move on from Harry Kane. We need to look to the future. Like, look at what France are doing with giving the captaincy to a young man who's going to lead them for the next 6+ years. Okay,
Yeah,
I feel like with England. Pardon me?
I think you're underplaying it there. 6 years is
no, but
it'll be like what 20? It'll be like 25 or something.
It's 6 years. See that? I said 6. I said 6
and
years
beyond.
And beyond. You understand?
Love
so I feel like England need to just say, you know what, like, Harry, we appreciate what you've done. You've got the record now. We need to try something new, because if you keep doing the same old things, you're gonna get the same old results. Simple as that.
I'd probably disagree with you. Which is not a surprise to anyone who's ever watched the show. No, I think Kane's still got a lot to give, and now he's got daylight between himself and Rooney, as you'd expect. Yeah, he bagged against Ukraine. Not a trademark goal, but I think he showed that he's still a wily old fox. In and around the box, and I guess his pass out to Saka as well.
I disagree. That's a trademark Kane goal.
Kane in the 6-yard box off the shin.
Trademark.
I don't see him score loads of them. I mean, he's like more of a clean strike, get a yard, strike it. I don't see his highlight reel or 2, 6, 7 goals. Don't look like that.
He's dropped off. Got his back to goal, got his head up, hit the right winger, made the box. Instead of linking the centre back, he's absolutely physically bullied the little fullback and put him where he wants him. And he's in the back of the net. That's, like, apart from the actual strike, the connection, that's so Kane. Like, he's scored. Harry Kane has scored at least 10 goals at the back post this season.
Similar to that, you think? I wouldn't call that a trademark myself.
He scored about 3. He scored about 3 from set pieces or something like that. Open play at the back. I mean, from set pieces at the back post, and he scored about 6, 7 open play at the back post. Tapping, bullying the guy. He's done it. Like,
yeah, I did say he's still a fox in the box.
Is it mad that I want Harry Kane to go away? Like, I think
it's. I don't know what you're trying to do here.
No, honestly, yeah.
It's okay. We're allowed.
No, it's not. I'm not trying anything. I'm looking at it and saying, obviously, England do England, yeah. But I feel like there's another gear that they can't get to with Harry Kane. As mad as that might sound, even with Tottenham. With Tottenham, I feel it's like they push him, they force him to a corner. He forces Tottenham into a corner. They have to play this way. And I feel like with England, like they can do better, man. Like Kane is for England is like playing. It's crazy. I can't even say it out loud because it sounds wrong. It's not going to come out right. Let me not even say it. No, I wasn't going to get us cancelled. I was going to say like playing Giroud.
For a bad football take, yeah.
No, I was going to say like playing Kane is like playing Giroud for France, but there's just some things you can't do even with Giroud there. Like he's good, but at the same time, there's other things he's just not. I can't make it make sense, man. I'm not eloquent enough.
In due time, but yeah, I think once he's taken that record, still continues to score. You could say week in, week out for Spurs. I think he's going to be ever present, especially under Southgate as well. Similar to Maguire, who made those comments yesterday.
Do you know what's very interesting about Kane?
Go on.
He plays the key passes for his goals.
Say it again.
He plays the key passes for his goals.
I know what you mean. I remember last year we spoke about this, yeah? It's like when he plays that long raking ball and then makes the box.
Mm-hmm. Like, bro, he's passed the ball to...
And nothing's even happened between that, yeah.
He's like...
Yeah, it's I think you can't get rid of that.
You can't do bare things, yeah. But I'm trying to work out when at major tournaments that man don't want goals. Because I remember Miroslav Klose was like, wow, when he broke the record. Oh my god, Germany are so clever. They're so clever. They play an old man close, and look, it just works. But we wouldn't want to do that with Kane. He's better than Klopp.
I'm all for keeping it. If that's Jess.
I'm not with it.
How
wrong and strong. Kane out.
I think just wrong on this occasion. Did we see Maguire's comments yesterday? Talking about people who are ever present, and I guess Southgate won't be dropping. Yesterday, Harry Maguire, as he does on international duty, does these little interviews, and there's usually sound bites which are always taken away. He said, in my last 9 starts for United, we've won. I can't remember losing a game for United, so my influence is still there. England, yes. Last season was difficult.
It was Brighton. That was the last time he started and United lost.
It was a while ago now, so I guess a lot has happened since then. So I can understand why Harry might have forgotten. Not for England, yes. Last season was difficult for United, but I've proven myself to Gareth. Made over 50 caps. I'm England's top scoring defender. I've played nearly 200 times for United. I've captained the club for 3 years.
But you're not good.
Do you know
he actually thinks he's good.
You know the bit that I think is crazy, that he notices that he's captained the club for 3 years, yeah. But he's not clocking where he's captained the club to.
The Dunya.
I proper don't get it. You're aware that you've been captaining the club and the club is rebuilding.
Yeah, and going well with it. Yeah,
and once you've been removed from said club, they've improved. Which is why, statistics and just plucking numbers out the air without context is.
Because you don't understand, that when he plays for United don't play well.
Bro, they do well in spite of him.
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't think the level goes up due to him being present. But yeah, this is, I think, Jess, you might agree with it. This is Harry Maguire being wrong and strong.
No, because he's basing it on facts. Like everything, he's not wrong. You can't even call him wrong because everything he's saying is actually true. Like last 9 starts, wins. These are facts that you can't deny. England choose them, and England historically these last 4 years have done well. Euro final, World Cup semi-final, Euro quarter-final, whatever it was, or World Cup quarter-final. Sorry.
Yeah.
Like they've done well, and he's been there. But I believe that, exactly like you said, they're playing well in spite of him. But at the same time, he's not wrong. But he's in it. Do you understand? So he can't see. What's that? You can't see the wood for the
Can't see
trees.
the wood
Whatever
for
it
the
is.
trees. Yeah.
Yeah, because he's inside the.
He just needs to go on Twitter.
That won't work. That won't work.
It's, I don't. It's bro. It's like he's oblivious to like when he comes out with these things. It's like, Harry, bro, have you not been seeing your performances or what happens when you actually touch base for United, bro?
No,
Like-
because like everyone sees ball differently, and or the level of bread he's gotten, the level of bread he gets. Like the King of England chooses him every week for every month for the team. So who are we? Like what do we know?
And again, I guess as you say, there is truth to what he's saying, amongst it being somewhat a bit preposterous. But he has played parts in these teams, and I think for England, he actually that is probably where he plays his best football. But yeah, to extrapolate and make it seem as though everything is rosy is the definition of smoke and mirrors for me.
Do you know what the rattler is for me more than anything? Is that like he's not clocking. He's in that space here where if he doesn't play shit, man say he's playing well.
Yeah, that's the like taking part of wood for me.
Like when he doesn't make a mistake that leads to a goal or get a card, he's played well.
Most improved player.
The bar
against Luxembourg or San Marino or
and Moldova.
Whoever the team was when he scored that absolute banger and slid on his knees and did that.
Albania.
Because
it was an overhead kick.
I just think, yeah, like I don't really get it.
Personally. This is a self-preservation, and I get it. When your back's in the corner, you're gonna do things like this to try to survive.
But yeah, right now, how many England centre backs are better than him, or would you rather have in the team over Maguire?
I'm gonna keep saying this because everyone thinks I'm tapped. Dan Burn is better than him. Max Kilman is better than him.
Tomori.
I'm adamant. Tomori, I saw some sketchy things, and I'm gonna just wait. I'm gonna wait because
Delaney.
He tried to. That's what I said. He tried to get his chain back, but I'm still not.
GBG.
Yeah,
no, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna give him a little more time, but like, bro, like, Kilman is definitely better than him. Dan Burn is comfortably better. Like, I can't believe. I was thinking about this the other day. Like, I can't believe Dan Burn doesn't play for England. Like, we've got like Tarkowski and Cody and these guys playing for England. Dan Burn. Everybody rates Newcastle now. Newcastle are sick because they've got money. So why doesn't Dan Burn play for England? Because we got.
You think he would be there as a left back as opposed to a centre back, or he just should be in the squad, or should be pushing the centre back?
Why are we acting like he can't play left centre back? Like he plays. He's 6'7". He plays left back, and occasionally he plays left wing back. I reckon he can play left centre back in a fucking free for England.
He should be in the reckoning. I think. I'm not sure what's going on there. Was surprised they didn't make the World Cup squad, and then to think that he hasn't made this subsequent.
You got any more, Scotch?
Is mad.
For who?
So Dan Burn. You said Kilman.
Obviously, there's Stones as well. Like
but Stones is already in the team, so like that's the guy playing on the right side.
Just those two. Those two are the two that come to mind for me. I wouldn't
what about
the
your cousin?
Gay hype. I'm not really. I'm all right. I'm all right.
What about your cousin?
Okay.
I'm cool on Palace.
What about your cousin?
Who's left?
He's not my cousin. He's not my cousin.
Who's left?
Tyrone Mings.
Oh,
I've pulled off.
Do you know who I thought he was going to ask me about? I thought he was going to say Dyer. I was going to say no.
Oh.
Separation.
No.
Speaking of, I guess people who shouldn't be in the squad, Maddison. He got his first England start today. Probably hard to judge him due to, I guess, the level of the competition. I don't want to overplay it. Ukraine were okay in parts. Do we think that he is what England need in a sense in that midfield space? You've got Phillips, you've got Rice, you've got Henderson, Bellingham, who do a lot of dog work. I'm not saying Maddison doesn't, but in terms of creativity in that midfield space, I feel England probably miss
Need
it
him.
a little bit.
Why are we talking about creativity in midfield though? Because he's not going to play there. He played
That's what I
in
was
left
about
wing.
to say.
Like,
That's what I was about to say.
We're
That
going
was-
back into
that
the
was
Jack.
interesting.
Do you remember when we used to say Jack Grealish when we used to talk about
Versus
number 10
Maddison.
and then say Jack Grealish's name? Like, it's the same sort of thing. He's not available.
Really.
He said he comes into the central
then they could-
position, and then yeah.
He said it's really cold because when he comes, he said it's really good because when you come inside, it can really confuse and unsettle teams. I said, yeah, mate, but you're not clocking. It's left wing or
Yeah, so
Nothing.
just so I'm clear, Maddison played left wing today, right?
Started out there.
Started off a left of a free, yeah.
I don't like. Does Gareth Southgate in his team? Do they actually watch football, or do they? I don't understand.
You don't think
thinking
there's
about
any
that there.
credence to him? I think there's some. I don't know. I'm not the biggest.
See me,
Southgate
I live in the year
anymore.
2023, and my wingers must have PMP.
But it's Ukraine.
Yeah, but you're preparing for the tournament for the Euros, which you want to win. Fair enough, you're playing Ukraine today, but you got to get yourself ready for when you're playing Italy, when you're playing France, when you're playing Belgium.
Old Italy, not New Italy.
Yeah, but you know what I mean, man.
That New
Like
Italy.
personally, my midfield for England right now is Rice, Bellingham, and Maddison. Those three.
Mhm.
Okay, do you know who I was gonna say is peak? He's just died. He just
1 minute.
died.
1 minute. What did they play?
Has he played under Southgate? Yeah.
Yeah,
Fabian
Only.
Delph?
Cody.
Oh, Calvin Phillips.
not Phillips.
Phillips is still getting the 56 minutes in the Prem, still getting call-ups.
Cody.
Attack forward.
Wait,
Like, you know what?
Calvin.
You know what I love? I love the way I love how everyone's chilling out with this Cody shit. Because bro, there was a little period of time when man were trying to go crazy and talk to
He
me
was getting
about Cody.
call-ups.
Bro, yeah, no, but you see, just
Like-
because Gareth Southgate does something mad, we
Mm.
don't need to understand. I don't understand what Cody's doing on the plane.
They were
Man are
saying
talking to me about what he does off the pitch.
atmosphere. Yeah. Contributing and that.
Brother, like, he's
See-
good for the. What are you talking about?
See how
The
you
problem's
feel
on the pitch.
The
See how you
change
feel
room.
about Cody? That's how I feel about Conor Gallagher.
No, he came on the other day and done well. That was actually, that's the situation
The
where you
time
need to
where
bring
you
on
need-
Conor Gallagher.
Mhm.
Like that's the perfect situation when you're
Who was the
losing,
players coach?
when you're winning a game, and you've got 10 men.
Calvin Phillips,
What was that, Wolves?
who
Who's the
died.
player that we no longer see or hear from?
Calvin Phillips.
Calvin Phillips.
Oh, it was Phillips.
No, because I'm being honest here. I used to have being real. I just gotta be honest. I had Phillips ahead of Rice. Like I used to prefer.
Same here.
I used to prefer Phillips to Rice, being honest. And then he stopped playing football. He's got a bit overweight. And now, when I was watching him the other day, I was trying to remember what I liked.
Well, it was what you saw. Yeah.
Oh, he is weighty.
Yeah,
And then, you know, the mad thing is like I feel like Rice's thing has calmed down. Like everyone's chilling out. We all understand now.
we're not saying 130 anymore. 120. Yeah.
One fit, like we're just saying silly things. All right, cool.
We're back in
Now
the
we're 80 M, 65, whatever. Wicked. But maybe he's given loan to Sevilla.
Calvin Phillips is giving a
Something
loan
weird.
to Sevilla.
I
He's
wouldn't be
given.
surprised. Like he just ends up somewhere odd. I think.
If he wasn't English,
Aston
he
Villa.
wouldn't be there. He would not be there next season.
If Calvin Phillips, wasn't English, and if Gareth Southgate didn't force him into the England team from the start of last season, we wouldn't know who he is. He would still be at Leeds.
I think he was
That's
deserving of. I think he was deserving of his call up. I think he did well in the tournament. I also think that second season for Leeds was horrible. Then when he came back from the injury, didn't play very well, and then got the move. So it's like been a horrible 18 or so months.
Wait, Wolves,
but
you know what I was going to say
not-
to you?
Mm.
I was thinking this. I was going to say this to you specifically.
Yeah.
When I was thinking, raw, like what Why are you here, Philip? I started to think. The other day, I saw Tottenham linked with Robin Koch, and I said, "What the fuck is happening?"
Oh wow.
Yeah, and I realized the Bielsa goggles on, and they was confusing the thing a little bit, because really, the only real quality there was Llorente and Rafinha, and both of them aren't here. One's at Roma, and the other one's in Barcelona.
I think the Bielsa, he managed to do the whole, what is it, more than the sum of their parts thing.
The scientist thing, isn't it?
Yeah, so he got them together, playing away, elevated them, and they were playing like way above where they should really be. And I think we've seen that since he's gone. They've
In the Prem.
they've kind of fallen to where they should be. I think that Bamford season, I think it was 17 in that first season as well, and he hasn't been ticking or he hasn't been fit. So I feel like that's a big thing. And you're right, yeah, I think the Bielsa binoculars definitely helped us see these lot in a different way. And then I think, yeah, Phillips probably owes a lot to Bielsa for his current paycheck. Salary.
Because you know what made me kind of start to think this, because I noticed like Liam Cooper has a real kind of influence on the games now, and I'm like, and that's probably
that's probably where you get the sum of those contributions is what I'll say, yeah, because he was injured I think in the first season as well, even though he's skipper,
and that was good for them.
Yeah, and look how they went, and yeah, he's come back in. I'm not saying it's just down to him, but yeah, I think Leeds are probably where they should be, and yeah, Phillips, he needs to step it up, man, because before you know it, yeah, you end up somewhere odd, and that is it's not good.
Dan, quickly.
Just
here's Nathan.
Nathan, I don't know if it's you or if someone else has stolen. Who's this guy? KD? Is that Kevin Durant?
Yes.
There's another subscriber who's using the same image as you with a different name. I need to know if this is you or if we have an imposter, brother. So please let us know. The name is like user something something something. That's what I wanted to say.
Yeah, this is fair. I guess he hasn't been fit, but yeah, this is like there's no sympathy in this game, man. Before you know it, you've missed a season or two of football, and yeah, your name's getting dragged through the mud. But yeah, I think when he's fit, he doesn't get close to Rodri. I'm not sure if that was the reason he was signed, but yeah, he needs to do a lot more with his minutes for me.
Bro, I'm starting to think can't believe I'm saying it, like, because we did, maybe it's not just me, we did kind of think, oh, raw. Yeah. They're whiling. My phone's going mad. Luxembourg are holding it. But yeah, like I did think, raw, this is a bit of an unusual signing. But then I thought, oh no, like, you know, like Pep's doing his new thing, like more robust players, and you know. But now it's just giving Carson. No disrespect, but
just taking up.
It's giving English quota, bro. Like,
got to tick these boxes. It's a shame. It's a damn shame, is what I'll say. Someone who's not making up the numbers, someone who's contributing numbers. Saka.
Can we time out, Dan?
Please,
guys. Before we continue, can we get the likes up? You guys are very reluctant with your likes. We need you to like our content in our battle against the algorithms. You think they're your friends? They are not your friend. They're here to harm you. You must like our content, otherwise we will cease to exist. Thank you. Dan, back to you.
Before we start,
by the way, Walks, this thing where like every week I have to hear stuff like Kane, like England need to not play Kane, and Saka is world class. It's getting a bit fucking hell now.
What we saying? We're going round and round.
Bro, I'm trying to do the mature thing, but fucking hell.
Groundhog Day. We've been here before. Jess, before we started, you mentioned a player who has a price. What was it? Mudryk?
So obviously I live on Twitter now. And
Mudryk.
On Twitter, they're saying there's a question floating around.
That's what the kids are calling it.
There's a question floating around on the Twitter space right now. They're asking if Mudryk is worth £100 million, How much is Saka worth? That's the question.
$2 billion.
No.
$2 billion.
That's I
$2
just
billion.
clocked. No,
$2
that's a
billion.
disrespect. It's not
$2
$2
billion.
billion, bro. It's $2 billion, yeah. But then you got to add in, yeah. His name is Bakayo. Means he's got mad P and a next kind of like. So that's maybe it's like that.
3.2.
Who is currently outperforming Saka? Because I'm seeing people saying, and I saw a comment earlier, I didn't highlight it, that Saka's overtaken Vinny, and I'm not mad at that this season.
Bro,
I don't think it's crazy at all.
I can't lie to you, Walks, yeah. Every time I've watched Saka play, bro, you can't contain him.
He's leaving with something, bro.
An assist, a goal, or your soul. He's leaving with something, bro.
He's not leaving that place.
We have to be honest, yeah. If we were watching someone in Spain or in Italy or in Germany doing this, we'll be saying some crazy things, yeah.
And the difference as well, Jess, is he's not really just stat padding, and even when he doesn't score, he's bare influential, man. It's hard to deny it. Who do you think is on his level at the minute? I'm saying there's like one or two man, and
Kavisha Kvaratskhelia is on his level.
Vinny,
yeah.
I think Vinny this season might be just a touch below for me.
At the moment, Dan, like you said,
I don't
level right now, it's just Kavisha Kvaratskhelia.
And I'm saying Mbappe. I think
that Anfield game for Vinny J.
Okay, SB, I hear you. Under the lights
at Anfield.
When it matters.
When it matters, you're 2-0 down.
No, you make a good point. And that's probably the only thing that's missing. I think Scorch mentioned it previously. That's missing from Saka's CV. Can you do it on a Tuesday or the Wednesday night?
Have you guys seen those memes? Yeah, where like they got like the Under Armour thing. It's like 4 pictures. Yeah, on the top corner you got the Under Armour thing. Left corner you got like the snood.
Oh yeah.
And it's like it was over before it started, and it's like maybe Ronaldinho or Nasri or someone like that.
Yeah.
See, with Saka, what I've clocked is that a lot of the time it's over before it started, just because of the sheer fear factor. Okay, so as an Arsenal fan, I've seen this many times this season. Teams have doubled up on him, okay, to nullify him, and it works sometimes. It does work. He's not inevitable.
It don't work. It doesn't work, Jesse.
No. It's worked against Newcastle. It worked because they were just doing loads of fouls. It has worked, okay. But the problem sometimes is that you nullify Saka, but then it allows other people to go and do their things, yeah. And then I've seen teams say, we're not going to do that. We're going to try and capitalize, like what Palace done in the last game, and Arsenal destroyed them because Zaha was too concerned with trying to kill Ben White that Saka was given the keys to the city. So with Saka, a lot of the thing is that it's very often over before it's even begun, just because of you've got to pay him attention. You can't ignore Saka for 90 minutes.
Having that fear factor now is it's the Mike Tyson kind of effect.
Yeah, I know I've been talking for long, guys, but I was looking today and I was thinking, like, imagine how much more dangerous England would be, and I know I'm wearing my Arsenal hat, but imagine how much more dangerous they would be if they had Ben White link up with Saka with their chemistry.
Who's gonna say Rashford?
It would be natural.
Oh, come on.
But yeah, it seems like that Ben White thing's over now, after the rumours of him having a punch up or something along those lines, one of the coaching staff. So we probably won't be seeing Ben White for a little while. Yeah, that's what I'm hearing. Allegedly, I need to follow up with that. But yeah, probably there was some big fallout with one of the coaches, and he won't be coming back.
Yeah, so my thing, Dad, was I hearing Saka and Vinicius?
Yes.
Yeah, some people are saying that he's now, and I think based on this season, from the games I've watched, I think Saka has surpassed him at the current moment.
So you see, when the other day he was doing like comparisons for like wingers and that, I was just thinking of like
who's out there.
So are we saying like are we just saying just anyone that plays on the wing basically?
No, this was just based on a comment there, and someone said that he's surpassed him, and I think it's probably one of those things.
When you guys say surpassed,
Hello?
You land.
No, I'm
land,
just when,
land, land.
no, I'm like, bro, I'm just like, what are you like when
You're thinking
what do you
where and how?
Yeah, because
Um,
no, do you know what it is? No, I rate it, and I think Saka is for me. I can see next season. Next season is going to be the season that I say, yeah, Saka is fucking hell. He's world class. Like I can see it, 100%. He's like I can see it. Like if he just does this, what he's doing here, where he plays,
mhm.
he's done it. You know, in some big tournaments. To be fair, but they're like,
Yeah, I'd say the World Cup
you know,
was
like
his one.
yeah. But obviously,
The
at
one
the
before
same,
one.
but at the same time, you got people like Miroslav Klose with like World Cup records. So it's like I just a little bit. My thing is, I just need to see him in the CL and just see how he gets along.
That's when you cut out. I said that's
Yeah.
probably the only thing that's missing from his CV at the minute. But everywhere else I've seen him in recent times, as we said, we're saying he's leading with something: goal, assist, or left back in trouble.
Your soul.
The problem for me is when man say stuff like Vinicius, man. Like I think we need to really take time and respect
SP made a
the
good
work
point about
that man
Real
have done,
Madrid
bro.
being
Yeah, I said don't worry,
down
Switch. I was
at
there.
Anfield,
I was there.
2-0 down at Anfield, and then guess who came alive under the
Vinny.
lights?
Guys, I just want to say, by the way, the Trent Alexander-Arnold, the guy you lot all rate and you lot all said was the best. He's raked him for 3 seasons on the bounce. Rate every single season he's skanked
It's in
him.
the calendar, man.
Yeah, so for me, like
annual
I
event.
think pick a different name to kind of like for me, a good place to start would be Mahrez because we had a chat the other day and I was trying to name because I tried to like pop down Saka as being
It's on the
world
spot,
class.
yeah.
And I was like, oh, and I didn't really, do you know what it was? All the names I would mention, it would sound like I'm a hater, to be honest. So, but when I started thinking about it, Riyadh, I think that's probably the kind of door he's knocking on. But Riyadh's been doing it, kind of, if you get what I mean. Yeah.
Yeah, I think this season, I think he.
By the way, that list of that little collection of
wingers or
they're a bit good.
It's not mad. It's not mad, you know. It is actually not mad. The only
good.
one.
That's
the only
list.
one that's mad is Dembele. I'm not having Dembele. This whole thing that we have for Dembele, the love for Dembele, it has to die, man. It actually, honestly, has to die, man.
Me personally, I think. Do you know? I was thinking, is Rafinha better than Saka? And I think he is.
Huh?
That's just
Wow.
Yeah, I think Rafinha has turned it around recently.
No, do you know what I'm thinking?
Start of the season, we were laughing at him.
If I drop Saka in, but he's playing for. This is what I'm saying. We're looking at a youth that's come through at Arsenal at home, build up his ting and comparing it to like little boys that come to Real Madrid and have won everything already.
Can we just say as well,
with regards to
Vinny, can we just say with regards to Vinny, it was only last season that he actually turned up.
No, that's a lie.
No, I wouldn't say that, Jess.
No. The reason why I'm saying that,
I'm a Vinny fan as well.
No. Can I say this? I'm also a Vinny fan. Yeah. Let's not forget, guys. The season before was the season that he was playing against us, brother. Remember that was the year before. So the year before, Benzema took Ferland Mendy and said, "Brother, this man Vinicius Junior is playing against us, mother's life." Okay. The following season, is when we realized.
But Jess, in that season as well, Benzema did go back on that.
Okay. Right, this team.
Okay.
By the way, that season he won. That season he won the league. By the way, just so we know, that season when he was playing against us, he won the league. He was playing against man and won the league.
Can I just say?
Stats in the comments.
Okay, guys, in the comments, please stats, but so 2 seasons ago he was playing against us, and then that season he patterned up, so he's had a year and a half of being top notch. Okay,
18 months.
18 months,
How long has Saka? What was Saka doing in that time?
Exactly what he's doing now. But he had Lacazette and Aubameyang holding him back.
I don't think it's a crazy shout. And I think Saka's got a higher ceiling. Where's my sound gone?
I'm just here. I'm just like Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Man,
Yeah, I
look,
think Saka's got a
like-
higher ceiling than Vinny J. I'm not gonna lie to you. Sorry.
Dan, we can't hear you, Dan.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why I thought you lot couldn't hear me.
Apologies, technicals.
I just
yeah,
find it wild. Like Vinny Jr.
I can't write Vinny off. Yeah, even
Vinny
though
Jr. One
did
sec,
say that.
Vinny Jr. that scores in the Champions League final.
I think it's the Champions League.
What are we
The
doing?
Champions League is with
Vinny
Saka. Right?
Jr. What are we
It's holding
doing?
him back. It's holding him back.
Coming bare close with an England shirt on. Vinny Jr. Like this is this energy that I've clocked man have for like Madrid. I find it bizarre, and I was saying this like 3 years ago as well. The same way I sound now talking about Madrid, I was saying it then. Like I didn't really get why we talk about them like this, and then I guarantee you, at the end of the season, everyone will see Vinny as some mad guy again.
This is wild.
Yeah, we'll see how it plays out, man. Both very good players.
Dan, have I already said the stat about Saka? What I told you off camera?
No, repeat it, please,
guys. So it's just been mentioned now. It's on the Guardian. Yeah, it's on the Guardian. Saka is the first player in the world to be deemed as the best in the world in his position, and simultaneously not be regarded as world class by Scorcher. I'm going to repeat that. So the Guardian have just announced that Saka is the first ever player in the history of sports to be regarded as the best in the world in his position, but simultaneously not be regarded as world class by Scorcher.
No, there's another one though, because they were saying Rashford is the best in his position in January.
And world class and the best.
Yeah, but this is what I'm saying. For me, I'm
He
just
is.
gonna get like, I don't know. I'm gonna wait.
He is.
Speaking of Rashford, did we see the
legend
Gareth Southgate trying to? I don't know what he was doing. It was like an indirect. I'm not sure what the purpose of it was, but he made some comments about Rashford, who has been spotted or posted himself on holiday in New York during the international break because he is injured. There was a lot of Louis Vuitton and ice on show. Gareth Southgate probably didn't like that. And he said, well, the feeling was he was playing really well, but we haven't often had him. So in terms of a loss, when you haven't had him that often, then it's different to being a loss. So effectively, he was playing down the absence of Marcus Rashford this season. And I was thinking, I think his absence from the England team a lot of the time has been down to Southgate. Didn't play him in that crunch game against France. When he probably should have started ahead of Foden, and I think we reap the rewards.
Chat to Southgate, because I don't understand why he's on Rashford for, bro. You're playing Italy and Ukraine. He's played nearly over how many games this season?
Is it 40 plus? Yeah, I think it's
something like that. He's injured. So as he is injured, what do you want him to do? Most of the footballers are all across the world or are on holiday at the moment with their families and stuff. He's just gone on to New York on his daytime. Like, what's the problem? What is the issue, Gary?
It was a bit of a weird one for me. I think he's probably alluding to the fact that he probably doesn't believe Rashford is that injured or as injured as he purports to be. But I think I've seen times where, Rashford's turned up to the England camp limping, broken, playing with the shoulder injury, all this stuff. So it was a bit weird. But then I guess he probably caught wind of that and he dialed back his comments today and said, I was asked the other day, did we miss him? And it was semantics of words, really. But he's in good form. We'd love to have him as an option for this camp, but we haven't got him. Always, then I have to think, what's the best solution? It's opportunities for other people. Once he's ruled out of the squad, it's entirely up to him how he spends his time. Players don't get a lot of time, or a lot of time to get a break. So I think all of them, once they've got a little bit of time, I'm sure our players will be flying off wherever after tomorrow's game. If they get 48 hours with the schedule that is, I think they have to take advantage of it. I think he clocked that he was wider than mark, man.
He doubled back.
Yeah. I think it's mature.
I respect it. He was chatting shit, and you realize he was chatting shit.
He caught himself.
I respect it.
And
why he thought he had any right to chat shit after, like you said, you had the crunch game against France. He scored a hat-trick in the previous game, and you haven't picked him. And then since that World Cup, he's gone on to be the top 5 goal scorers in Europe.
Mm-hmm.
So it makes his decision look pretty dumb. as to
Yeah,
why
it's
he
looking
didn't play.
It's looking funny, man. It's weird. It's weird.
Do you think? I feel like though, slyly, yeah, like it's like they got. Don't you feel like they're sneak dissing each other a little bit?
Massively so.
Yeah, I think
Like
that
I
picture that
did.
Rashford's done. Yeah,
It was a bit
Yeah.
sneak dissish, isn't it? And I was thinking, like, where does this
Where's this
end
come
up?
from? Or yeah, where
Nah,
does it
like,
end?
not
Yeah.
even where does it end? Because like when you've got like it's weird because Rashford is one of them players that the pundits want to see play as well. Like the media, it's not like he's not like see the Maddison thing. It's one thing when you're saying, "Oh yeah, like Maddison, yeah, like he's done some stuff. I don't really feel him." That's one thing. Totally different thing when the media are genuinely saying, "Oh yeah, like we think he's one of the best players in the world right now today," which is blessed. But it's a bit mad when you don't want to play him. Like it's how does it end? Because I can't see how this can't continue.
I think that
he outlasts.
he
outlasts
probably outlasts
Southgate.
you. But then Southgate, it looks like he's got, as Jess said earlier about Saka, he's got keys to the city, keys to the country, man.
Southgate can't leave
He's
England.
getting another tournament, yeah.
Yeah, he can't leave England because he can't go anywhere else. None of the big club teams in the Premier League or in Europe are going to take him. Okay, going anywhere else is
He can big. Of course, there's big clubs that have been Borough.
Villa.
Go home.
You know,
I got a cold one.
Palace.
Can't say Everton.
Leeds. We can't hear
Leeds.
Big club.
Big club.
Club
Fact.
Brugge. Who's that?
If Scott Parker can yeah, I don't want to do that.
No, I just saying seriously, yeah. Southgate, like none of the big six clubs, yeah, will take Southgate. These are facts.
Oh
Okay,
no,
bias
he's
aside.
not in that world. No.
No. So I'm being honest. So he's not going to go to a big six club, yeah. He's not going to go to any big four club at any of the big four leagues. They don't want him, okay. So then he's got to take a gamble, okay, at a club on the periphery, and Newcastle and Everton and Aston Villa, okay, yeah.
I just think
there's
there's no
no
replacement. I just think there's no replacements. Like who,
Lined
if
up
you
just
get
yet,
rid of
yeah.
Southgate, who do you
Tuchel's
replace as
gone,
the
Eddie
England
Howe's
England
gone,
manager?
Edward.
Come on,
Graham
SB,
Potter's
man.
gone.
You just wait until Potter gets the sack.
That's what I'm saying. There's no one, so it's a thing where I don't think that they really. I think they like Southgate for what he's
They ain't
done
got the
for getting to a
succession plan
final
lined
and a
up.
semi, but they ain't got anyone else
To
get rid of him for.
It's bleak. I guess again leading to Southgate's decision making. Balogun, he is tearing up League One. I'm not sure how much weight you lot put on goals in League One. I believe he's still currently outscoring Mbappe, who is
Good enough for me.
the world's cherub darling. And he wasn't selected for the England squad. Was selected for the under-21s, but pulled out with an injury like Rashford and ended up in America. He ended up in Orlando, which is where the USMNT, God bless America, that's where they're currently stationed. People are saying he could be on the verge of declaring for the USA. What do you do as Balogun? Because
USA.
there are a few people who are ahead of him. Southgate name-checked Tony, Watkins, Kane's still above the 27 age. Do you wait and think that you're going to get these little petty minutes, or do you go and be the face of USA when they've got a World Cup on the horizon? What do you look like?
Can I say before we get there, how much is Balogun worth? If I was told to sell him, it's a question, guys. Why are we tutting and huffing?
I think it's so hard.
It's a peak question.
Fire for that about it being hard, but
how do you judge it?
So what I'm saying is, yeah, let me know if I'm wrong, okay? I believe if there was a young kid, 32, yeah. I can't. Am I the only one that can't hear scores?
Nah, I can't.
Just dropped out quickly.
32 pounds sterling.
Okay, 32 million pounds sterling. Yeah, cool. Now imagine this, guys. Yeah, imagine there was a young football player, 21 years old, in League A, top scorer, second top scorer in the league, and Premier League clubs are coming in for him. Yeah. Okay.
He just went to Nice. He's that person you're talking about.
Yeah. But imagine like English teams wanted this guy, yeah, Man City, Arsenal, United, Liverpool, Chelsea, Spurs, yeah. This club in France, yeah, will demand no less than 60 million for this guy who's the next big thing because he's the top scorer in France. Yeah. If he was from Ivory Coast, perhaps like a Nicolas Pepe, yeah, they will be demanding no less than 60 million. But because he's already at Arsenal, the price is low. The price is low. The price is like what, like 32 million?
No, but you know what it is though, and I was watching a stream like sometime this week, and they were just talking about the lack of finances in Europe. It's like selling, like we don't have all the big clubs now. All the big clubs we no longer have a secondary market. Like when we buy players and it don't work out, we got no one to sell them to anymore. Actually, man ain't clocking when a reasonably big signing, and it's just to do with the wages, really. Like even if man want to give them away, right, you can just have him.
It's a loan thing.
Man ain't got the wages, bro.
Yeah,
man,
and
man
what's
can't-
mad, yeah? Italy have got a secondary market, yeah, and guess where it is?
They're friends.
In Italy.
Yeah,
Players just move sideways.
yeah, loan. They just loan each
It's
other.
crazy.
The players.
but the
crazy.
step, you know, the steps are like the steps. They're not like it's not that thing. It's like a
half step.
Bro, I saw like Spezia made like the most money or something from that sale of the guy to Arsenal.
No, was it Spezia? Yeah.
Yeah, Spezia.
Yeah, last transfer window, they made the most money.
Yeah,
like 20
they made the most
million.
money.
There's not a lot of money knocking around in Europe. Yeah, you're very right.
Yeah,
with
but
that
anyway,
said-
back to your question. Okay, now that we figured out that Balogun, if he was French coming to England, he's worth 60 mil. But since he's English going somewhere else, he's worth 30 mil. Lets us know just the state of the
Yes.
transfer market.
Someone said something about Jonathan David as well in the comments as well.
Oh.
So that how much would he, if Balogun is worth 60, then what's going on with Jonathan David then?
Jonathan David, again, 60. I think that's just the price tag coming from there to here. Little
I
top
think he's
scorers.
more than that.
No, but the problem is though. The problem is like yeah, I get it, but we've seen it. Like, do you remember Newcastle used to sign everyone? There was a guy. They signed a brother from Monaco, yeah, black guy, mixed race guy. I used to see him scoring goals for Monaco all the time, and he just absolute myth. I forgot his name. I can't remember. I can't remember his name. And then they had all them other good ones, and I feel it's just the same. Just like Aouar's still there. He was at 50M not that long ago, and now.
Yeah, they're
probably going to go Roma on a free.
People aren't really circling like they once were. Would we? Yeah, SB. Go on before.
If I was Balogun, I'd do the same thing he's doing right now. I'd go over to USA.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was
just leave the land there.
Forget the whole England politics of am I going to get picked or chosen or anything like that, because you don't know what Southgate's going to say one day.
Mm-hmm.
You got Tony, who's been scoring all season, and he's just about getting picked for the England squad now in the English Premier League.
Did you hear the story about why he didn't possibly play in the last international break? Was due to supposedly Tony isn't a great trainer. He just does his job on the weekend, and he said that in training they weren't really impressed. But then I think his goal scoring run that he's been on since has meant that they couldn't ignore him.
This is foolish, yeah. This isn't a player you're scouting that like someone's called you and said, "Yo, Bob, I've got this black geezer from Northampton. He's coming.
Bring it down. Let's have a look at him in training.
Let's have a look at him, in training." No, this is Ivan Pentonio. Okay, he's been doing this.
Yeah, it's crazy. So, like I was saying, if I was Balogun, I'll go to the US. I'll be the main number 9 in the US.
Be the face of that World Cup 2026.
Yeah.
Man.
That bro, and then it's gonna help his brand as well. Like, imagine Saka's growing. Obviously, I don't even know why.
No. Soccer.
Saka's growing in America as well. He's actually good. Like what I've seen of Balogun, he's actually good. Like to be starting for
goals,
America
man.
at number 9.
Yeah.
So it makes, bro, do your thing, bro. It'll be lit. International break in Miami, bro. Go do your thing.
It's not bad, is it? There's worse places.
No.
When you look at you've got a smooth rolled in because they had that athlete up top. Athlete they was bringing on. Do you remember the athlete?
Altidore.
No.
No, it was Altidore light.
No, it was
bro.
I can't remember his name. They brought on some guy though. He looks like he's not a 100 sprinter. He looks like a 200 or decathlon. He can do a range of different.
Oi, Scorch,
Yes,
yeah.
yes,
They were
yes,
stuck
yes.
with Josie Altidore as their number 9, yeah. From I was about 6 years old till I was about 24, bro. Like I
Man,
see
still
Josie
there,
Altidore as the
pushing
number
it.
9. So
Definitely.
Balogun, go and earn your coin, G, in the USA, bro.
It's a
No,
shout.
Get that green card.
when you look at who they got in their team and like the way like their careers are kind of panning out, bar Pulisic. But if you being honest, like looking at Pulisic's career, dope career.
Could do something there, yeah.
Tim Ream is a Premiership footballer. Musa is out here.
Yeah, and that,
I know
the rest of that
Valencia's not
midfield.
lit, but you got
Yeah,
Adams,
yeah.
you got
Tyler
McKennie.
Adams, McKennie.
Bro, like I feel like you'd go there and like instead of like trying to get in, I'm trying to get in, I want to sit on the table with Kane and all that crap. Bro, you can just go and set a new path and just set a whole new thing.
Yeah, your own, be at the top of the table, yeah.
Yeah.
Go run things, man. I guess someone else who run things, whether we like it or not. This kid, he and Scorch. I think you spotted this, which probably means that your judgment of character should be commended. You said you didn't like the way Mbappe was carrying on in the summer, post his rejection of Real Madrid. Since then, he's bounced back, had a good World Cup. Scoring in late.
No, wait. He went on a run of no assists for God knows how long. How about that?
As I told you, he's going to come out of that.
No,
and he did.
One of no
Flying
assists,
colours.
Messi or Neymar.
Yeah, if you're going to do it big.
Yes.
And now this.
But he had assists, but just none to those two.
Went to the World Cup, had his "I'm him" moment. Didn't win the World Cup. Cool. Now he's made captain.
Sorry, quickly. Which World Cup was better, the first one or the second one?
Second one. No. First one was better.
No,
it's a question.
I'm going second, man. Maybe because it's front of mind, but I haven't felt like that in a while. Like,
can I just say
it moved me? It moved me differently.
Can I just say
with Mbappe? With Mbappe or the tournament?
No, the whole tournament. Can I just say,
Mbappe.
See, with the World Cups here, I didn't want it to be in Qatar because I was like, yeah, why are we in Qatar on Christmas? But yeah, no, I don't care about human rights.
I know.
But I realized, yeah, why shouldn't it be in Qatar? Like, we can't just keep these tournaments, yeah, in like Western countries, yeah, because we have to open up to the world. It's called the World Cup. It's not called the South American or European or like the Oriental Cup.
What is that line that splits the world? There's a line. It's like
in the middle.
No, it's not the equator. It's like the
Capricorn
something something line. Yeah, it's like Western countries. Yeah.
So yeah, I'm like going forward. Yeah. Well, as long as lives aren't at risk, I think we should have the world. Oh no, I will say. Wait, hold that thought, Scorch. Yeah, I don't want the World Cup to ever be in Australia, simply because the time difference is ridiculous.
Yeah. Do you remember the South Korea one? The time
that was mad.
Yeah, I remember
I was watching matches at like
7 o'clock, 8 o'clock kickoff.
Yeah, I was in primary school watching it in like the first hour at school.
Yeah, so because of that, like
I thought you were gonna say first semester.
I'm just gonna put a list of Fiji, Solomon Islands, the Cook Islands,
Toga,
all these places, New Zealand,
French Polynesia.
Yeah, okay. You guys are banned from applying for the World Cup. Yeah, anyone. I'm going as far as China. Anyone over there, you can't have
the Chinese.
World Cup. They can have the World Cup.
But you know what? Yeah,
I don't think that will happen right now.
I just think more than anything, like man, just need to have the World Cup where people rate football. Like for me, more than anything, I weren't really interested in Qatar because I'm seeing people the Lech Poznan that Celtic do also, and you don't know. You're like this is not real. I'm not here for this
as well. I don't
like that. So I don't care. When they had it in Japan, whatever. I'll wake up early because I feel like this is normal. South Africa, man, are really dying of sunstroke. But you know what? They like football there. Let's just run it.
That was the worst World Cup, you know.
It wasn't bad.
Euros here, there, everywhere. I'm like, just run it. Brazil, they're dying in Manaus. We had to have a water break. Bro, like all of that. Bro, we can't be having we can't just make money just because then, really and truthfully, if a billionaire, multi-billionaire maybe actually, let me bring that back. If a multi-billionaire, Mark Zuckerberg or someone, sets up a tournament in the Antarctic, what are we gonna do? We're gonna go there.
We're gonna go there.
We're just doing anything for money.
Bro, if the peas is running, we're gonna go to the Antarctica.
Apart from the risk to spectators' lives, from any kind of crime, robberies, and whatnot, I would love to see a World Cup in Jamaica.
I don't think the infrastructure is there, but it would be
definitely not. It'd be great.
You know what though?
Let me stun you. It'll be calm. There won't be no crime.
Like there'll be like a part, when they do like Caribbean and they do probably another part.
America.
They're doing America, Mexico, and Canada. I feel like they'll do it one.
Yeah, that would be
a little bit of a disrespect that no Caribbean drink kind of
infrastructure.
Because they're gonna have to convert cricket stadiums into football stadiums.
That's
Brian Lara will protect.
Yeah.
Why are we like? Let's keep it 100. Why are we Mexico? You're not like.
Have you watched the documentary?
Legal what?
I like them, but they're not really
MLS, MX, or whatever it is. Yeah.
Tigres and that.
Tigres, yeah. We have massively gone off track, but that's what we do. Mbappe said, post his World Cup achievement, you can call it. He said, life is much better when you play in a team that is good. After France pumped the Netherlands on Friday night, a little bit FNF. What do we of the game, the goals itself, the Mbappe's second goal. I'm not sure there's a player at that level right now.
Mbappe is the real deal.
I cannot believe that second goal.
He's the real deal.
The goal, there's
being fast.
The danger level is so.
XG's probably low.
0.003.
It's hit the side netting, at about 100 miles an hour. It's just a joke, man.
You know the rattlers. He's got he's like, oh, this defender's overcommitting. Hold on. He's like, fake shot, open his legs. Fake shot, open his legs. Right. Here we go.
Nah, he's cooking on
Haaland
gas.
doesn't have that yet, by the way. I know he's got 6 million goals.
He ain't got a brain.
He ain't got that.
He has a brain. Thank you, SB.
No. He definitely doesn't have that one in his locker. The shift. Yeah, safe. Such a good goal. What do you think of the comments? Does this open the door to the Real Madrid move again? I know things aren't
practically.
Peter Odin
practically begging, bro.
2023. I know Real Madrid saying and Perez are saying like we've kind of moved on, but it looks like a come and get me cry. It's such a mad comment to make, I think.
But I don't understand this whole Real Madrid fantasy that we have with Mbappe. I'm not really understanding it now or how it's going to happen. Because we got to think here, Mbappe was complaining about being a striker for PSG, wasn't he, this year? Which he said he wants to be on the left side of the pitch where Neymar is. So he started to diss Neymar, wanted Neymar to get sold by PSG, and they tried, but no one would buy him. So he's trying to go to Real Madrid now, where Real Madrid's probably marquee player after Benzema retires or stops playing for Real Madrid. It's probably going to be Vinicius Jr. I've never seen Vinny J play right wing or up front. I don't see Vinny J wanting to sit on the bench with Kylian Mbappe.
No, but SB, there's something that you're not considering though.
Go on.
So we naturally just assume, if you're at Real Madrid, you're on 600 grand a week. No, this is the coldest thing about Madrid is that they're a real football club. As in, on little bits of money, billing their thing up. Yeah, I know it's lit. So Vinny J is not on no mad peas, bro. They're trying to get him to re-up because he's still on the
early trend.
Yeah. So, but this is the situation though. Remember when they first would have started the Mbappe obsession, oh my God, Like, you know, Perez, one day he's sipping, what's that Spanish drink?
Sangria.
Sangria.
Sipping some sangria in the somewhere in the province of Madrid somewhere. You get me?
Yeah,
and
Parish.
he would have seen Mbappe. It would have been a Tuesday or Wednesday. He would have seen Mbappe
moving to
being
Man
Mbappe,
City or
innit?
something. Yeah.
Yeah, like slapping City or something. Like, you know what, raw. That's the new Ronaldo. Right, let's go. And so he would have, boom, begun plotting. But when he begun plotting, there was a time when Vinny, people wasn't really rating Vinny because he
Still lacing his boots. Yeah, he was still.
He couldn't put it in the back of the net. He was just raping Trent, but he still couldn't. He wasn't patterned. So you see, like, fast forward. Oh shit!
Mbappe.
This Vinny thing wins the World Cup, the Champions League. We can just.
That's what I'm saying. So I don't see where the Mbappe goes into Real Madrid thing right now.
And to be fair,
but Vinny might want to cut, and they might want to sell Vinny though. This is.
I don't. That's what I was thinking. But I don't think Perez. I think Perez loves Vinny.
Yeah, but Vinny still ain't signed that new contract, bro.
Yeah, that's still running. And they'll get good money for him if he is to go. But we're saying Real Madrid. Mbappe might be putting himself in the shop window for someone else.
I'm going to disagree with that. Yeah,
Man United.
I saw a thing today. Yeah, about
I was just chatting rubbish.
I saw a thing today about brand Mbappe. Okay, and he's very, very much business orientated, very much business centered. He's got like 4 brand partners that he works with, whereas Neymar has like 26 or 30. And I think for his brand, anyone other than Real Madrid right now doesn't make any sense. Nobody makes sense. Chelsea doesn't even make sense for brand Mbappe. Man City doesn't make sense for brand Mbappe. It might make sense for brand Mbappe.
Man United under the new Qatari ownership.
I said right now. Yeah,
that's crazy.
Exactly. Until it's done, I'm speaking about the here and now. Okay, as it stands right now, Manchester United does not make sense under brand Mbappe, and also even with new ownership, I'm not sure if that makes sense for Mbappe. Mbappe was somewhat established. He's very conscious about his image, so I'm not sure if United is the one for him.
That PSG,
Do you know what more than anything makes me think not so much Man United? Man City, their brand is an idiot thing. He's not going there. Well, maybe he would for money. I don't know. But their branding is an idiot thing. Like, don't let Pep Guardiola zang you that these men are stars. KDB is not a star.
Highest paid player in the Premier League.
Yeah, he's not a star.
He just does good business.
Not a star.
Okay. But I look at the Man U one, and I look at like some of the stuff he says, and I just think Man U is not patterned enough for him. Like, I think Mbappe's chest is way too high to go to somewhere where the stadium needs patterning or any weird shit. Just any kind of not pattern. Right. I can't see Mbappe there. Not hate at all.
Yeah, fair. We'll see how it plays out, man. But yeah, we just assume it's the Real Madrid thing. Maybe he's moved on in his head.
Guys, a bit of housekeeping before we move on. For all you lovely loyal subscribers in the stream today, we will not have any content out tomorrow. So this is your Monday content on a Sunday night. So just bear that in mind.
Going forward messed us up, so we think today's Monday.
Yeah, so international football messes up as well. So guys, please don't DM us and hit us in the comments saying where's today's episode, because this is today's episode.
And we're speaking on everything that's relevant.
Yeah, also as well, shout out my guy Abdul Messi, just joined the stream, my number 1 favorite subscriber. Big up Abdul Messi.
Scorch, we were speaking about taking the World Cup places where football is to be respected or fanfare is similar or better than Western countries. Yesterday, a turn up for the books. The Moroccans again, the fans and fandom.
It's the Moroccans.
Superb. And the tifo that they made will, I guess, live long in the memory. They beat Brazil 2-1. I know Brazil were missing a lot of players.
No, they weren't.
No?
Go look at the lineup. I sent it.
I saw the lineup.
That is a perfectly...
I looked at the back four.
That's a perfectly adequate lineup for Morocco.
I
They
didn't
didn't.
recognize two of the people playing in defense, the centre back and the right back.
Yeah, so Militao was there, yeah.
Bro, they didn't
Emerson
pick half
Royal
their
Other
team.
one.
Alex Telles was playing.
Andre
Who was
Santos.
Good enough. Good enough.
Marquinhos. Yeah, Andre Santos, Ronnie, Rodrigo down the middle. I don't know.
Wait, sorry, one sec. Sorry, Walks.
Mhm.
Who was down the middle for Morocco?
Yes.
Tell us.
Who was down the middle for Morocco? Was it En-Nesyri? Because I reckon Rodrigo's got more goals in the same league as him. I reckon that Brazil team is definitely good enough to beat that team, bro. I just think Morocco are here, bro. And it's the prayers are going up, and that's the end of it.
I think it's just a much
African
changed.
powerhouse.
They should beat them.
Come on.
But this isn't Brazil's strongest team. I will say that on wax, and we'll live.
Can I say as well?
Robert
Nathan just commented did that. Brummage is a player. Now this player plays for Juve now. I can't think he might have been at
The
Torino
bouncer.
the year before. I don't know. Yes, the bouncer. He's a horrible football player. I do not. This man, Bremer or whatever his name is not. No.
Alistair Overeem is who.
Man said the hack is a bouncer. Fucking
Bro,
hell.
I'm trying to find the squad. International friendly is cool. Brazil. Did he play? I don't know if he played, but he needs to not play football.
I don't think he played.
I've got it here. 1 sec. Did he get subbed on? No. Thank God. Whew. Yeah, he's a horrible player, guys. The less
Tottenham was
of
linked with him.
Yeah, not for me.
Morocco.
Morocco. I believe
He's
they're
so
here.
hench, you know.
Massive. He
He's
could
so
be anything.
strong.
Bro, I'm telling you, Hakkasan bouncer, bro. I'm telling you.
Hakkasan bouncer.
Hey guys,
Go,
I got
mate.
more housekeeping.
Go ahead.
All right, gaffers. As you know, I've got a new segment out called the Daily Gaffer, but it's been a bit of a mess this week. All right, so I've restructured everything. Okay, we've got a structure now to the Daily Gaffer. Believe it or not, Mondays is missing Mondays, where I fill you guys in on everything we missed out on the main pod. Tuesdays, transfer Tuesdays, I fill you guys in with all the transfer rumors straight from the guys at Stanley Park. Wednesdays, Ones to Watch Wednesdays, I've got a dossier full of the hottest talent, not just in Europe, but also in Europe. Thursdays are what I call Thursdays, foreign Thursdays. It's essentially Conti Corner. Fridays is my Friday night rant where I let you guys know like how I'm feeling about events of the past week. And Saturday is my shocking shout Saturday. So make sure you guys are there for my everything. Back to you, Dan.
Back to Dan in the studio. Superb. Abdul Messi mentioned, Messi, 800 goals, did it with a free kick. The love story just will never end. Did we see the Argentinian scenes?
Yeah, incredible
it
scenes.
felt like something from a Netflix special, something like that. It was a bit, it was weird. I didn't bring a tear to my eye. I'm not that much of a romantic, but it was nice to see them return home and continue and drag out the world's longest World Cup celebration I think we've ever seen. That was nice.
It's lovely, man. Nathan, will Conti Corner final third return? Conti Corner's back. It's been back since last Tuesday. Final third is never coming back. Ever coming back. Maybe. Just so you know.
In the European football world, away from internationals, Thomas Tuchel has been, I guess, announced as Bayern's new head coach. Was anyone surprised that Nagelsmann was sacked?
Yes.
And part 2 sacked right now.
Yes. You know what? I was shocked that he was sacked right now, but I wasn't shocked that he was sacked.
I was gonna say because you've been telling me the things,
bro. He's shit. Bayern have been shit.
But the other things. But
it was the leaks. It was the leaks.
Bro, he's been playing rubbish with Bayern for like Bayern have been playing crap for time, bro. Like obviously I'm a slip man. If you're a slip man, you'd understand that, bro. You can't rely on Bayern on the weekend, and you used to be able to rely on Bayern every weekend
for
bro.
10 years straight. You can't rely on Bayern.
You know, Choupo-Moting or Lewandowski is going to win you your monies.
Lewandowski.
Since Nagelsmann's touchdown now, and he's got Mane, Sane, Gnabry, all these guys, he can't do nothing, bro. He's there losing to bloody Bayer Leverkusen to Xabi Alonso, who just started coaching 2 months ago. He said,
Bro, why he's in a title race with
Bro.
the kit man at
Bro.
Yeah.
And
He
you know
should
what's mad?
never be.
These times, yeah, you know, Bayern are not like Bayern spend money like now and again, but they don't really spend money, bro. They've been spending money, bro.
And they also said,
dug in the pocket.
they also said that the day they spend 100 million euros is approaching. So they are on spending money.
They brought Mane for how much? And he's like 30. He was on his last year.
And you know what?
And
They,
last
they,
leg.
they,
30
they
plus.
haven't been happy with Mane since he's come back. I think it's a bit harsh after 3.5 months out. But
Yeah.
he took a bit of a battering in the German
Bro,
media.
De Ligt, 70 million they spent on him, or I think it was. Bro, they've spent money, bro, and they're here battling with Borussia Dortmund.
Yeah, it's a bit, not only them and Union Berlin
with Marlon.
With Marlon up front
Marlon,
and Adeyemi. And what's the young English guy they got there? The new Sancho they got there?
Oh,
Gittins as well.
Yeah.
And we got man like Musiala, bro. We got man like Musiala here, bro. He could dribble past your whole team twice. And we're here struggling.
Dribble game is crazy.
Not a joke. And we're here struggling. No, you got to go, bro. Big Tom's out here, and he might get poached by someone in the next 6 months here. So we need him now.
Mm-hmm. Get him.
Tell them before we go into the Tuchel, like that part of it. That what you was telling me, bro, about the passer with the goalkeeping coach.
Oh yeah, Neuer and stuff like that. Yeah, I think that had something to do with it as well, because the players are coming out. See Goretzka say something like, "Yeah, I didn't have a problem with Nagelsmann." Like none of the players did. We was all shocked that he got sacked. That he got sacked. So yeah,
and someone's been leaking information as well.
Do you know what's
leaking the squad formations and that?
Yeah,
bro. You know what's mad? SB told me about
a month ago,
3 weeks ago, something like that. Yeah, like SB was saying to me, like about the passer at Bayern and about the passer at Bayern, and Nagelsmann's got mad beef with Neuer's with Neuer's best friend, who's the goalkeeping coach, and saying that he'd seen that there's rumors of like potentially leaking damaging information, and then now they've tried to reframe it like Nagelsmann's girlfriend has been leaking the information, which I think is pretty big club.
These big clubs, they've got that power, man. They can make things happen. They can paint a picture. Horrible clubs, but remember, it's 50+1, so everything's okay.
Hey, by the way, you say that, but Bayern Munich.
You're going to tell us about the main owners.
Okay, if we know, we know.
I don't know, but go on.
So in Germany, they need like half the ownership has to be like fans.
Yeah.
Well, basically, at Bayern Munich, it's Audi and Adidas that own that 50.
Oh, safe.
Yeah. So it's a bit.
Got 2 fans.
Yo, shout out MNB. MNB, shout you out because you always put a lot of effort in your comments. I've decided before I even read this comment, guys, MNB generates his comments via ChatGPT. AI. Yeah, these are AI generated comments. I've come to the bottom of this. What have you said today? Mbappe is Real Madrid, new stadium, Van der Waals keep him in line. Man United a few years from that level. Get the Qataris in, get the stadium, get the glitz, then join the convo. Shout out ChatGPT at MNB. Just thought I'd get that out there.
But you know what I was gonna say as well? RE Bayern, Man City in the Champions League, no?
Yeah.
I'd imagine that played a massive.
They probably with the emergency code.
Bro, they put the lever. They probably had a look at it and thought, you know what? Like, what's the difference between this season and the last time we won the Champions League? Not much. Like when they won it, it was this kind of who's going to win the Champions League, and everyone was just saying Man City because they couldn't think of anything intelligent to say. And he's probably looked at it and thought, "Rah, yeah, but Pep can't hack Tuchel. Just get him, and we rate him anyway."
Yeah.
Look, we already forget about the league. These lot, the kit man won't last. Neither will Fulkrug either or Union Berlin. You get me? So reality is, let's just concentrate on on big years.
The one.
Literally, you
That's
just
a shout. How about the record
slot him
against
in.
Trent?
You just slot him in, yeah, and say, look, mate, you got 6 games, yeah.
Take it, turn it
You
up.
only got to win 3. You only got to win like 3 of them. He can do that. 2 of them's against Pep. Champions League.
Yeah, he was talking nice as well, Tuchel, man. He was doing the charm offensive. He said, when I played against them for PSG in the final, you play against all these opponents. When you play against Bayern, you feel something different. You feel the size of the club. You feel the support, the history. He was just nice.
He looks forward to. He said
he's German as well.
I look forward to feeling like I am. It's inevitable that I am going to win. I said,
he deserves it, bro. He's a top coach and he's German, so yeah, best German club.
He's been OT for a bit as well.
Yeah,
man. Wait. This what happens, man. When you wait, you don't have to jump and dive at these things. Just wait, breathe a bit, and look where he's ended up. Superb.
Guys, quick question from Abdul Messi. Who's more technically gifted in you man's opinions? Foden or Musiala? Magzinho said that Musiala is more gifted, and Nathan said Musiala ain't better than Florian.
Oh, please, man.
Florian's the new Havertz, isn't it?
Florian's good, yeah, but please, man, comparing him with Musi.
We're saying rest. Let's relax.
Rest, man. Musi's the truth.
The Musiala question is a real question, though.
That's a hard one, though, because technically,
technically, I'm going Foden.
I'm going Foden. Technically,
physically, Foden will never ever be on the level that Musiala's at already.
Yeah. No, but there's a video, and I reckon SB's seen it because I mean he said earlier. There's a video, where he's just dribbling in the box.
Bro, he's done that like 4 times this year.
I can't see anyone else. He literally can't see anyone.
Anyone that's watching the stream right now, type in Musiala dribbling, bro. He's done it like 4 times this year, where he's gone past like 7 man.
Yeah,
and bro, he's not fast. He's not fast. He's not strong. Like, bro, like it doesn't really make sense, like physics-wise, how he's doing this. It could only be that he's
weird. Fake. I feel like like the way, like the new Drogba with like updated 2023 skills,
bells and whistles. Yeah,
I feel like Musiala is like the new Muller, like with new skills.
Oh yeah.
Because their thing, you can't really explain it.
Yeah. It's
Thomas Muller,
like massively aesthetic.
Yeah, like Thomas Muller, you wouldn't say he's got tech, yeah? You say,
or a position.
But he's going to score with his left foot from outside the box. What's good?
Yeah, what would Musiala's position be in the future? Because I can't see him. I don't know if he'd be on the wing or he'd be best being a number 10 or an 8.
Round I've clocked. That's what Dele Alli was. That's what Dele Alli was, and he's next now.
And he's been found, by the way, because I know they were worrying about where he was.
Where is he?
He was with Kim Kardashian.
Was he really?
And went to London for a doctor's appointment and came home.
This guy's lost, man. Guys, by the way, I'm not sure about Phil Foden outside of Pep Guardiola.
Yeah. England, yeah.
Yeah, like I know he's good. But because he was molded, have you not seen the film Ghost where you slap the thing and you're doing the pottery, because that ghost behind him was Pep Guardiola molding him.
Mental.
Yeah, this was happening. I'm not sure if Phil Foden never gonna dance again. Guilty feet have got no rhythm. I'm not sure if he can operate outside of Pep Guardiola.
His pottery class.
Yeah, I think Saka decided that debate because remember there was a Saka and Foden that used the Royal England prodigy. Yeah, I think Saka's. So, sorry, this is not a bit left in it, but I just wanted your opinion quickly. Walks. What do you reckon about? Because we're talking about Germany, of Kolo Muani,
Randall.
I believe in what I'm seeing.
So you reckon 100 M's is
100 M's it's where we are in terms of the current markets and the people that are being linked with him. I don't think he's deserving. I don't think he's deserving of that amount. But I want to see a team take a risk on him, man. Because every time I watch him, I'm like, it's good.
Sorry, 100.
That's what he's
the world
being
we live
quoted
in.
for.
That's the world we live in right now.
But people know how
Yeah.
much everyone's got. You know how much they got in the back pocket. So when they're just altering it. If they was approached by Sevilla or approached by some other financial minnow, they're never quoting 100. But the people who are sniffing around, you're gonna say, for you, my friend.
I give good price. I give bad price. Randall for me in the World Cup didn't impress me, but then the other day I saw a bit of footballing intelligence in the Netherlands game.
Mhm.
I can't remember who played the through ball through. Him and Mbappe both on side. He's gone to flick it for Mbappe, and he's realized if I touch this, he's now offside. So he's phased out. I don't know if you guys play Street Battle, but Akuma's got a move where he phases. He's under Akuma, and he's phased out and let the ball roll through for Mbappe.
Yeah, and what did that do to the centre backs? I saw a couple.
It killed them.
I saw a little.
They glitched.
I saw a little.
glitched.
Not my man, Virgil, man.
Bills though, Bills. One sec, sorry,
No.
guys.
Scorch, what are you probably?
This is the problem. A Bills is like, come
It's a lot
on,
of money.
man. If man said 45 M's, I'd say, you know what, it's a risk, but let's go. You know.
I'm old school. I keep saying this, yeah. When I hear about big money signings, yeah, I think cool. Is my nephew gonna beg his mum for that shirt? My nephew is never gonna go, Mum, I need Randall Colomwani's shirt.
I need that.
Or Mum, I need Declan Rice's shirt. Yeah?
Like, by the way, sorry, you know I asked you guys about Kolo Muani and you lot brushed me. You lot, all of you brushed me.
When?
We had the convo because I said he replaced Andre Silva.
Yes.
I remember saying, oh yeah, Kolo Muani replaced and they're doing that, and it just a bit brushed. Might have been we was talking about Glasner, don't know.
I think he's all right. I don't think he's mad. Like, because I think he's a winger and they converted him to a striker or something like that. So when they're saying 100 M's for a guy who's not even really a number 9, he's still learning. And it's like raw, but I keep seeing Man United linked with him, and it's like I don't want.
That's what it is. They know how much man got.
I don't want to get this guy for 100 M's because the German league scares me, bro. Like it scares me.
You can't. You actually, do you know what it is? You know what I've realized? They clocked this ages ago, man. Bro, there's no player in the Bundesliga for 100 M's really. Obviously, there's like Musiala, but apart from like, they would be at Bayern.
Yeah.
And Scorch, they'll be at Bayern, and Bayern would not even pay 100 M's.
Pay for it.
They wouldn't.
Adams, shout out Adams. I haven't seen you before in the comments. If you're new, welcome to Armchair Gaffers. If you're not new, welcome to Armchair Gaffers. He's the bonjour version of Gakpo.
That's bad word. That's nasty, man.
I can
nasty,
see it
man.
though.
I like that.
That's
I
very
like
negative.
that.
And I'm very much here for it.
But you know what I like though more than anything, Jess? You know what I liked about Kolo Muani? He's a man
PMP
on a mission, and he's got P&P, and he knows how. Because there's a lot of guys with P&P. Rashford's got P&P, you know.
Yeah.
He needed 10. Come here, bro. What you doing? What you doing, bro? What's wrong with you, bro? You're bad football, bro. Use that P&P.
Yeah.
Use that P&P, bro. But you see Randall though.
Randall.
He do you know what I like? He's got the Darwin Núñez the Darwin Núñez approach to the game, where this is what God gave me.
Destroy.
Here we go. Like he changed the game in the World Cup final. Let's have it.
Some David Benavides type shit up front.
SB, we got a yeah. But guys, at some point though, we got to address the elephant in the room, because
was Sadio Mane?
No, that is it. But week after week, for about 18 months straight, I've been saying to you guys, I fucking hate Nagelsmann, you know.
No, you're right. You're right. You didn't believe anything you were seeing. I thought it was teething problems. Then the Villarreal thing happened, and I was like, I'm gonna sell some stocks. And this
Liquidate.
season, yeah. I need to put that money somewhere else. And then the start of this season for them was just like, whoa.
I read some things about Nagelsmann. I've got to keep reading for my daily gaffers to make sure I've got the latest inside scoops. Apparently, the Bayern players were not able to perform the tactics and the maneuvers that he needed them to do. So the issue at Bayern Munich was that the players are set in their ways, their Hansi Flick ways. Was it Hansi Flick?
Yes.
They were set in their Hansi Flick ways, okay? And they can't get out of that. And it's very difficult to tell these players, hey, I know you want everything over there with this man, but now I'm here, and guess what? You were doing it wrong. This is how you're supposed to do it. And that's the issue with Bayern Munich. It's not that he was a bad manager. It's that he couldn't get the players round to his way of thinking. And then you're adding players such as Sadio Mane and Joao Cancelo, who have other ways, and Matthias de Ligt, who have other ways of thinking that's got them relative success where they were. So it wasn't that he was a problem. It's that he wasn't the solution, per se. But that's what I've been told from Stanley Park.
So you know what it is for me? Like, I'm seeing him linked with Tottenham, and I'm gonna sound like a pagan. I'm gonna sound like I'm bleeding, yeah. But I think like where Tottenham are at is so different to Bayern Munich. Just being honest, and I don't really look at his RB team and think, oh yeah, like that's gonna translate sick to Tottenham. Just being honest, yeah. If I be really honest, but if I be mad honest though. I did used to like his Hoffenheim team. Like I used to like that team because he is him that was playing Firmino, innit? Because I used to check Firmino out.
Okay.
Sometimes Son might have been at Hamburg or Leverkusen-ish, whatever. But I used to think this is crazy. Walks, I feel like me and you might have even used to speak about him like this young kid. Like
How can he even lead? Like the players are like 10 years older than him and stuff, yeah.
And it's mad because like we've been linked, Tottenham have been linked with him from Hoffenheim. Then when he went to RB, we was linked with him. And then when he went to Bayern, and it's almost like I think given the situation, this is like probably one of the rare times when you can look at a manager that's like regardless of whether he's good enough for Bayern or is a right fit for
at the
Bayern.
right time. Yeah.
I don't necessarily know if that makes him a bad manager. Like I wouldn't say he's a bad
manager. No. And I think that's something that we like a lot of us do. Like, oh, it didn't work out here. He's rubbish, or he's finished, or he's never gonna it didn't work at that place at that time. But to extrapolate that and write someone's career off and say it might not be a better fit elsewhere, it's probably a bit wide of the mark, man. I wouldn't be mad if I was a Spurs fan being linked with Nagelsmann at all.
I feel like he ticks a lot of the poch boxes.
Bro, they spent peas on him, you know. They spent
20 mil.
They spent peas on that, man.
Yeah, to get him.
Scorcher, I've got to attack you again because I'm on attack mode today. I don't think that I've said this on my Daily Gaffer. Guys, make sure you check out the Daily Gaffer. I don't think that Tottenham is the environment that Nagelsmann needs to go to flourish or to further his career. Okay. I feel like he'll be looking a lot higher than Tottenham. I think he'd want a Chelsea, a Man City,
You're crazy.
A PSG. I'm saying this is what I think he would want, not what I think he deserves. Okay, I'm talking about how he rates himself. We spoke about Harry Maguire earlier in the stream and how he rates himself. So I believe Nagelsmann was going to go to one of the big boys. He's done it at the Hoffenheims and the RB Leipzig with not very much money. He's done it, quote unquote, at Bayern Munich with more money. So now he's going to want to go to somewhere on par with Bayern Munich. He's not going to want to take a step down.
Why does he deserve a step up, though? Yes.
Yeah, after what he served us.
No, that's what he's going to believe.
No, but then there's that, and then there's reality as well. I want to step out tomorrow and step into McLaren. Unfortunately,
sorry, Scorch, hold that for half a second. Yeah, I understand because me personally, I don't rate his achievements at Bayern Munich that highly. He's done what's to be expected, but tell him that is what I'm saying. Scorch, over to you.
I think what you see like with managerial changes, I agree with Jess. Like I'd imagine Nagelsmann in his mind probably wants to be somewhere lit.
Like, everyone does.
I think Tottenham's good.
Everyone does, yeah.
No, but let's just have it right. Tottenham's not lit, and that's fine. That's okay.
Oh, please, coach. She was at IP Leipzig, man.
No. But listen to what I'm saying. He was just at Bayern yesterday. Tottenham is not lit.
For 6 months, Nico Kovic was at Bayern Munich, man.
Where is he now?
No. But my point is though, yeah. It's not about like where do you want to go and it being lit. It's about availability. Nah, it's okay. He's a young man. I can't really see why he'd want to step out of management for too long. And looking at those kind of bigger jobs, so he's done Bayern. Germany's done now.
Yeah.
It's peaking in Italy. Forget that for now.
No,
Maybe
no.
a couple years, 2-3 years, maybe Italy might pick up. You know, never know. Spain, there's nothing for you right now. Chelsea, they have a plan with this person, and
This person.
Manchester, both just in Manchester, they look pretty set.
Good.
His big dog is at Liverpool, so I think at that level, I feel like all of those clubs are kind of. You're looking at the
It's thanks, but no thanks.
Atletis, the Tottenhams, the Inter Milans. I'm being a bit cheeky, chucking Tottenham in there, but just in terms of like what we can spend is
It's
similar.
London. There's
I think
spend.
Tottenham's
It's
perfect.
the Prem. It's
No,
the
but it's
big
not lit, though.
stadium.
You got
But he
your
doesn't
pressure
deserve
isn't
lit.
mad.
He doesn't
Like,
deserve lit.
he
I
hasn't
don't
got
think
pressure.
I
He
agree
can't
with
handle
SB,
pressure.
Yeah, there's no pressure, and you know the other thing I think that is a massive pull, and I think this is probably one of the things that is like I think man probably we underrate it.
People
But
rate him.
I think to somebody like Nagelsmann, I actually think the training facility is actually a pull.
It's top notch. It's like one of the
Yeah.
best in the world. For a long
He
time.
he cares about that shit. Like,
Not
he wants
only
to
that,
bring, he's got a 40-foot iPad
Really?
that he brings.
That he
No, you
brings.
think I'm joking? I'm not joking. He's got a 40-foot iPad that he brings, and he has it out on the training pitch, so he can just quickly, instead of we all got to go in, he can just quickly show them, look, this is where you fucked up, Thomas Muller. I know you've won everything, and I'm telling you. But yeah, he can do that with like Oliver Skip.
You know
and
what?
them.
Yeah, big
No.
dogs don't respect him, innit? Like they
And
don't
we have
respect
none.
him. So that's why I think Tottenham is perfect. Like
Yeah, go
you're
build
at a
yourself
top 6
up.
club in England that's gonna have probably more money than most German
And
teams
then,
will.
yeah.
You're gonna
Most
get no
top 4
pressure.
clubs
You're
around
gonna
the world.
get no pressure. All you have to do is get top 4, and the chairman's gonna be over the moon with you. You can create the squad to what you want to create it, to how you want it to be played.
Profile.
So
You
I
put
think
yourself
it's like
in
he
the
can't
Prem.
like
Oh,
if you
man,
put him
I
in
think
somewhere like a PSG, bro, it's like throwing him in a sea of sharks, bro. It's
that's
like
Money.
anyway.
that's what I'm saying. Look
But
at
I make him go get money at PSG.
bro. He's gonna start saying some weird training shit, and someone's gonna look at him at one of the big teams
I
like,
don't
what,
run.
what are you
Why
talking
are you asking
about,
me to
bro?
run? We do it.
Wait, SB, he's gonna be like, right, we need a double session this week because we got a big game in the
Double session.
In
what?
the Coupe d'Etat.
In the what?
In the Coupe d'Etat.
And then they're gonna go straight up and say, "I'm speaking to Khalif."
Yeah, Kimmich and Goretzka was probably looking at this guy like, what is this guy talking about, bro? Where's Khan? Khan, bro, get this guy out, please. I don't know what's going on. Oli and Salah Halamadovich, please, bro, get this guy out. Innit?
SB, you know what's mad, yeah? Like we look at stuff and see one thing, and like other people see other stuff. So like we look and see oh yeah, man, sick. Like fucking Mateus Tell scoring goals. Oh, sick, man. Them man are saying possibly. There's man saying, what the fuck are we playing this fucking little kid, bro? What the fuck's going on? Like he's not fucking. Is he fucking Musiala? Like fuck this shit, man. Where's Robin, man?
Look at, for example, look at Arteta for an example. When you first was there and it wasn't going well, he had everyone that was old. He had Aubameyangs, he had Lacazette's there, he had Ozil's there. That when he's saying stuff like, "Oh, we got to listen to the Anfield crowd in training," they're probably looking at him like, "What the fuck? What the fuck's this guy talking about?"
Yeah. Who is this?
Ship them out now. I've got my young G's with me now that listen to me and listen to my ideas and stuff.
Yeah.
And I can mold them to how I want them to play. And look how he's got them playing.
Yeah, it's true.
It's good look. It's good look. Any more fellas before we
done.
It's a bit of a different weekend review, but that's due to the international window. But yeah, we'll be back with our usual show next week. and we'll probably get you some more content at some point this week.
What do you mean probably?
Alongside,
Oh,
please let KDB finish Jess's Daily Gaffer. And also, if you haven't watched it, Jess, your new piece of content with fellow Arsenal fan.
yeah. So, guys, I had an interview with comedian Jacob Hawley, who is an Arsenal fan, but he's actually very clued up in the world of football. He's not just funny; he actually knows his stuff. The link is in this chat, but I'm also going to put the link in the description as well.
Lovely, lovely.
My daily gaffers are out every single day, apart from Sunday. Yeah, please tune in and show us some love and help us beat the algorithms, please.
Very important. Let's beat Al Gore.
Must be Al Gore.
Gaffers, as usual, it's been great. We shall see you at some point this week. Yeah, before we depart, please make sure you like this stream. And yeah, you'll be doing us a big favor in beating the algorithm. Fellow gaffers, appreciate it. And we will catch you all again very soon. Peace.
Peace.
Did you press it down?